Arc 3.0 is just around the corner, arriving with a new season on the 23rd of August 2022. So with Arc 3.0 comes the potential for loads of new builds to go into the game, and today I'm going to pick out some of the key exotics for each class, talk about what they do and how they actually work with Arc, plus how to get them, so you're going to be ready on day one to create the best builds for your Guardian. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. And roughly 98% of the viewers who watch This Week in Video Games aren't subscribed, so subscribe today and never miss an update. Well, before we get into it today, it'd be great to hear from you which exotic armor pieces you're looking forward to using with Arc 3.0 builds. And also, I recently put out a video detailing the best Arc weapons for Arc 3.0 builds, so check out that video too, put them together with the exotic armor and create the best build for Arc 3.0. Without further delay, let's dive into the topic of today's video. So Bungie is keeping their cards very close to their chest when it comes to Arc 3.0. So Sandbox lead Kevin Yanis previously said, "Remember when I said this was a tip to the future of Arc 3.0? Well, speed is part of Arc's kit. So we gave the Synaptic Spear 2 blinks, a super slide and an insane jump/movement speed." Well, hand in hand with speed could be mobility, so much like we had an increased focus on resilience this season, I could see Arc 3.0 having much more of a focus on mobility. Also, Hunters may be in line for a brand new super as well, given both of their supers use the Arc Staff. So one lets you roam around with the staff hitting things, then the other you twirl around the staff to reflect projectiles or incoming attacks. So both Titans and Warlocks have their own unique super in Arc, so like Titan's Superman Punch or Warlock's Chaos Reach. Now, I'd really love to see a high damage Hunter super. Well, let's dive into the best exotic armor for all classes for Arc 3.0. We're going to start off with the Titan, and the first one is the CUIRASS the Falling Star. So this one is an exotic Titan chest piece. It comes with the perk Glorious Charge. That greatly increases your Thundercrash impact damage. You also gain an overshield that lasts longer the farther you travel before striking a target. Now, this one was really popular when it was introduced and has never really gone down in popularity. This provides massive boss damage. It's particularly good in raids and dungeons. You can get this exotic from the Legend and the Master Lost sectors if you do that solo. Well, next up we got the insurmountable SKULLFORT. This one is an exotic Titan helmet and it comes with the perk Transfusion Matrix. This is where kills with the Arc melee ability trigger health regeneration and also restore melee energy, plus you get increased mobility as well. This one has always been useful for killing plenty of adds in one go. You can get this one from Zur or exotic engrams. Well, next up we got DUNEMARCHERS. These are exotic leg armor for Titans. They come with the perk Linear Actuators. This increases sprint speed and also sprinting builds up a static charge, and after melee attacking an enemy, that charge will chain damage to nearby enemies. And the static charge definitely does more damage than you think, and allows you to chain lightning together against a bunch of smaller enemies. Now, it's not going to be as effective as CUIRASS the Falling Star against bosses, but it will help you deal with large groups of adds. You can get this one from Zur or exotic engrams. Well, finally for Titans, we got the Heart of Inmost Light. This one is an exotic Titan chest piece with the perk Overflowing Light, where using an ability, so that's Grenade, Melee or Barricade, empowers the other two abilities. Empowered mean abilities have faster regen, melees and grenades do more damage, and barricades have more hit points. Plus you get increased resilience, which is really useful these days. Now, this one is a good all-rounder Titan exotic, which is pretty much good for all subclasses. Now, I don't doubt this one is also going to be great with Arc 3.0. You can get this one from Zur or exotic engrams. Well, next up we've got the Warlocks, and first of all I've got the Crown of Tempests. This one is an exotic Warlock helmet with the perk Conduction Tines, where Arc ability kills increase the recharge rate of your Arc abilities and extend the duration of your Storm Trance. This one has always been good for Arc, and I would expect Arc 3.0 to be the same. You can get this one from Zur or exotic engrams. Well, next up we've got Getaway Artists. So this one is an exotic Warlock Gauntlet with the perk Dynamic Duo. So you convert your Arc Grenade into a supercharged Arc Soul, and the Arc Soul functions as an autonomous turret. This pairs really well with No Time to Explain. You can basically be a one-man fire team, as that offers up an additional arc buddy. You know, I would love to see Arc Soul added as an aspect or a fragment, but we're just going to have to see what happens. But you can get this one from Zur or Exotic Engrams. Next up, we've got the GEOMAG Stabilizers. These are exotic Warlock leg armor with the perk Close Enough, where damaging targets with Chaos Reach extends its duration. So similar to CUIRASS the Falling Star for Titans, this is great for big DPS, is likely to play a part in Arc 3.0. You can get this one from Zur or Exotic Engrams. Finally, we've got the Vesper of Radius. This one is an exotic Warlock chest armor with the perk Planetary Torrent, where Rift's Relic can arc Shockwave when cast, and Rift energy recharges faster when you're surrounded by enemies. Plus you've got increased resilience, which is always good. Now, I've never really seen the Vesper of Radius out there in the wild, but given this description, Rifts release an arc Shockwave, that sounds really, really good. If it was improved by Arc 3.0, you know, this one could be absolutely devastating. It's a long shot, but this one could become really important for Warlocks with Arc 3.0. Well, finally, we've got the Hunter exotics, and first of all, we've got Liar's Handshake. These are exotic Hunter gauntlets with the perk Cross Counter, where using your arc melee ability or being hit by a melee attack will allow you to follow up with an extremely powerful melee counterpunch that will heal you. This has always been great for Hunter arc builds in the past, and I fully expect this to be strong with Arc 3.0. You can get this one from Zur or Exotic Engrams. Next up, we've got Raiden Flux. So this one is an exotic Hunter chest armor with the perks Synapse Junctions, where quick successive attacks with Arc Staff increase its damage output and also the duration of the super, plus you get increased resilience. Well, Arc Staff is ready for a rework, and if it does get done in the right way, you know, Raiden Flux is going to be very, very powerful indeed. We can get this one from Zur or Exotic Engrams. Well, next up we got SHINOBU'S Vow, and these are exotic Hunter gauntlets with the perk Nutrix, so improves the skip grenade and you gain an additional skip grenade charge. So skip grenade returns the energy when it damages enemies, and any additional grenade is going to be really useful for Arc 3.0 builds. Now, this one has been popular for both PvP and PvE in the past, and given the additional grenade, I can see a lot of hunters using this one in Season 18. And again, you can get this one from Zur or Exotic Engrams. Well, finally, we've got a newer one. This one is Blight Ranger. So this one is an exotic Hunter helmet with the perk Voltaic Mirror, and that means attacks you redirect with your Arc Staff deal massive increased damage and generates orbs of power for your allies. So this one was broken when it first came out and since has been gathering dust in many vaults, but there is a small outside chance this could be great next season, so I would recommend picking it up. You can get this one from Legend or Master Lost Sectors if you do it solo with a Hunter when it is the Helmet Day. Well, next up we've got new exotics, so we have some great examples of new exotics being introduced over the past few seasons, which has been really good for Void or Solar builds. So Secant Filaments were introduced for Warlocks, they were absolutely great for Void. Then we got the Loreley Splendor Helm, and that has been incredible for Solar 3.0 Titan builds. It's very likely that new exotics will be introduced next season, and they are going to be a great fit for Arc 3.0. It's highly likely we're going to get at least 3 new exotics next season, and they're going to go into the Legend and the Master Lost Sector loot pool. As to whether they're all going to be Arc, I'm not really sure, but it's still worth looking out for those new exotic armor pieces. Well, let me know what you think in the comments, and which exotics are you going to be looking forward to for Arc 3.0. Well, that is it for this look at the best Arc exotic armor for Arc 3.0 builds in Destiny 2. And as always, thank you so much for watching or listening. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. Or you can check me out on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Well, thanks again. I'll see you soon.